All right, we have some good news regarding part 2 of the 10th anniversary. We're going to be getting some new content very, very soon, which should also bring not only a lot of stuff to do, but also a ton of stones. So firstly, we'll be getting all new stages for every single Tale of Super Warrior event, from Dragon Ball all the way to the Dragon Ball Super Edition. Of course, the Dragon Ball edition of the event is where you can recruit the Demon King Piccolo unit that will eventually awaken into the LR. And then the Z version of the event is where we can recruit the free-to-play Kid Trunks. Now, these events really aren't too difficult. I really like the novelty of all of these events. I think they're a load of fun. I like how it goes through the entirety of Dragon Ball all the way up to Super. But these are going to be easy ways to just farm stages, not only for the 2 free-to-play characters, but easy stones to put in the bank as well for Gogeta and the Part 2 Carnival LRs. We're also going to be getting stages 4 to 6 of both of the Ultimate Red Zone events, Goku Story Edition and Vegeta Story Edition. Now, of course, there's probably some enemies that aren't shown on the graphic unless we're going to do a bit of a time skip and miss some of them. But if we are continuing the order, then more than likely for Goku's, we're going to have Kid Buu, then we're going to have Beerus, then we're going to have Golden Frieza. Maybe they'll chuck in like some of the Frieza soldiers in there as well, even though Goku didn't fight them. Otherwise, all of these are going to be very short fights, unless, as I said, we do some time skips. Then for Vegeta's Story Edition, we're looking at, again, Kid Buu. We're going to look at potentially Beerus as well. You know, that's my Bulma. And then Golden Frieza. Again, if Dokkan chucks in any time skips to kind of skip some of these out, maybe that's what they're going to do. But more than likely, that's how it's going to go. And then we also have stages 8 to 10 that will be available for Dokkan Chronicles, which will be the 8th anniversary and also the 9th anniversary. So more story times for your boy will be coming in the next Dokkan Chronicles vid. And of course, this applies to both Goku and Vegeta Story Edition of Red Zone. More than likely with these new stages, we will be getting new missions as well, which will have a standard one for literally just clearing the event. And then more than likely, there'll be a conditional one which will either include not using items, or just like stage 3 was, and this will again apply to both versions of the Red Zone event, there'll be a category mission or 2 in there for the latest and most difficult stage, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm very curious to see how much the difficulty ramps up in Goku's version, but especially Vegeta's, with second form Cell already hitting for over 3 million. Where are we going to end up when we get to the final stage? It's looking kind of crazy. And then to round things off, they're also revamping the training in the Clouds event, which I think is pretty sick considering this event was around years ago. So the fact we're getting a revamped version where we can collect treasure items and get awesome items, Dokkan's words, in return, I think it's pretty cool that this is coming back. If you don't know what the OG training in the Clouds is, I'm pretty sure this event was pretty good for link leveling, but you could only attempt it once a day. And this is kind of similar to the daily event we have now, the training event. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. The one where Goku and Krillin are carrying milk bottles with Roshi, where you do it every day just to basically get an edge up on link leveling. And the more you complete the stage, you have missions attached to it where if you complete it once, there's a stone, 3 times more stones, 5 more stones, 7, etc, etc. So we're probably going to have the same thing now where the event is better for link leveling, especially if they're going to keep it to once a day. But then also more than likely we're going to have missions where we can get stones, potentially some 10th anniversary resources from completing it X amount of times, which is never a bad thing to have more stones in the stone count for when part 2 does drop. And then one final reminder, we do have the Dokkan Battle 10th Anniversary Part 2 pre-stream broadcast. Remember, the pre-stream is where they will more than likely reveal the Part 2 units. I know we know who the Dokkan Fest is, although that is all. We might have a few teasers for some other things coming content-wise, but the stream where they show off the units, kits, animations, etc., that'll be the one next week. So this is just to reveal who the Part 2 units are. For the majority of you, that will be on the 7th. For me, that is on the 8th, 5:45 in the morning. So unfortunately, your boy's probably going to have to miss this one out and react to it later when he wakes up. but hopefully you lot enjoy the stream. That is everything we needed to cover. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great rest of your day, and peace.